Got my hat. Welcome, everybody, to Thursday Night Improv Comedy, short form comedy. I forgot my hat. I don't know why. This is the very first improv show in 2 years where I'm not wearing my beanie. I don't know what it was. I think we were talking about Marvel for so long that it just made me forget. But welcome. Thank you guys for coming and tuning in and watching our show here tonight. For those of you guys who've never seen us, we're Chaotic Kid Improv. We're going to be doing some short form improv comedy for you guys. And what does that mean exactly, Chris? Well, I'm going to tell you, audience. What that means is that everything you see here tonight is going to be made up on the spot. We don't have anything planned other than the games that we're going to be doing, which means it's going to be the only time the show ever exists in the history of existence. I made up a word. You're never going to hear that again either. And you guys will be along for the ride, along for the process. It also means that we're going to be needing suggestions from you guys throughout the show. So anytime one of us introduces a game, we'll ask you guys for a suggestion, whether you guys are watching us on Twitch or Facebook Live or YouTube Live or whatever other social media platform we happen to be streaming on. I'm unaware of all of them. Chad knows. But we'll ask you a question. Just type it into the chat. Chad, our tech guru wizard man, is going to be monitoring that. He'll let us know exactly what it is the suggestion is, and we will improvise a scene based on that. With that, let me introduce our cast. My name is Chris.
Your name is Chris.
We've got Ty tonight.
We have a Ty tonight.
That's his full name, Ty tonight. And we've got Gabe also, and that's his first name, Gabe also. And as I've mentioned, Chad, I'm going to turn it over to him for any announcements we have before the show. And I'm going to run and go grab my beanie because I feel naked without it. So, Chad.
Yes, thank you, Chris, for sharing your beanie nudity-based fears. Yes, hello to everyone, welcome, and I gotta say, I love the little parting of the curtain here, where it turns out, in addition to, like, all the prep that goes into an improv show, all the mental acuity and everything, we mostly talk about Marvel stuff. But yes, welcome to everyone, thank you all for being here and choosing us tonight for your Thursday night comedy entertainment. It's a scary world out there right now, but hey, you are safe with the device of your choice in front of your face, and we're gonna make you laugh. That's pretty much a guarantee. You're not paying for it, so we don't have a money back guarantee. It's just a guarantee. But if you would like to give us money, you can support your local comedians on the internet by going to twitch.tv/chaoticgoodimprov, where you can find ways to support us via Twitch subscriptions, bit cheering, and all the other various ways that Twitch allows you to support the people you're watching. If you would like some nice swag to go with your generous contributions, which we appreciate, everyone, but if you'd like something in return, we do have a merch store at chaoticgoodimprov.com, where you can get shirts, you can get mugs, you can get masks, you can get baby onesies, and an assortment of finer things available to tickle your fancy and let you show off your CGI fashion sense. Because, as we all know, improvisers have the best fashion sense. Look at Chris with his beanie, for example.
Yeah, this dude's old.
Yeah,
exactly. It has holes in it, and it's frayed.
It is
pretty sure three of us are just wearing gray, so...
well, that's how I feel.
You didn't have to bring that on, or bring that up.
It's true.
I just wanted to match my beard.
You do match your beard. It's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
You may recognize me as the upcoming stepdad in Hawkeye, by the way, but with all this gray. Anyway, no spoilers. So, moving on from that, though, we do have those ways that you can support us, and you can also support us, even if not in a monetary sense, by letting friends and family know that there are weirdos on the internet. They are making funny on Thursday nights and on Tuesday nights. So, let folks know. Get them to tune in. We can't do this without y'all. Like Eagle Panini, who said hello in the chat. Or
Eagle Panini said hello in the chat.
Eagle Panini does say hello in the chat, right? Is that what Eagle Panini said? I need glasses. Yes,
he said hello. Yeah.
There you go. Good times.
He made me look. I never look at the chat, and he made me look.
And if you follow us on Twitch, you can join our little supporting cast down there, as TSM527 did recently. Also playing with us on Jackbox site. So that was very awesome. Thank you so much for that. Okay.
Totally killed it. What was that game he won? I forget. That.
Oh, yeah, that was the one where you had to make sounds, I believe.
Yeah, he made sounds. It was good.
Yeah, there were sounds that we made, and they were glorious.
All
right, folks, one other thing. Of course, as Chris said, this episode has never existed before. It will exist in eternity in our vault, though, on YouTube, where it will have a name once I get around to naming everything. But you can take part of that tonight by listening out and hearing our actors say something uproariously funny, which they will, or if you hear like a common theme that happens throughout the night that you think would just make a great episode title, let me know. I will be Chaotic Good Improv in the chat. And I will see your suggestions for an episode title and put them in a big old list where we deliberate at the end of the show and talk about which ones are our favorite. And the winner gets to be our best friend for the last 5 minutes of the show. Isn't that cool?
5 minutes.
Exactly. So, with all that being said, that's housekeeping out of the way. It is time for Funny. And for Funny, I gotta turn it over to our Mad Maestro of Funny, Chris, to introduce the first game. Chris?
All right, thank you, Chad. I feel much more at ease. I've got my dome is covered by wool. I don't even know if it's wool. It's probably cotton. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with our very first game. This is going to be game 4, Tie and Game. This is a game we like to start most of our shows off with. It's a game called Change. And what I'm going to need from the audience is I'm going to need you guys to type in with your little fingers on your little devices. Any location, any place. It can be a setting. It doesn't matter. It could be a room. It could be the inside of your refrigerator. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's a place that a scene could take place in by things. We're going to use that suggestion to improvise a scene. Ty and Gabe will. But the stipulations of this game of Change is while they're improvising the scene, I'll still be on the mic, and anytime I want, I can say change. And when I say change, whoever just spoke last will have to change the last thing they said to something completely different and then have to justify why the new thing they've said is part of the scene. Does that make sense to you guys? Nod if you, okay, good. I saw the audience. I wasn't talking to you guys. I was talking to the audience. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. I see them. I've got a two-way camera. So do you have a suggestion for us, Chad, from the audience in the chat of a location or a place that this scene can be about?
Not quite yet. We're going to give them a couple more seconds to suggest. Also, hello to our Facebook audience. Please avail yourself of the
Hello,
exactly. Avail yourself of the comment section there as well. We will definitely keep an eye out. But yes, as Chris said, please note a location that we need. Also, thank you for revealing, Chris, that you have a two-way mirror. I thought we said that we were going to suggest that or keep that under wraps, actually.
I have a two-way camera. It's different.
Oh, that's true.
I can't see my reflection in the camera unless I have a screen. Two-way mirrors you can.
Oh, that's I've said too much.
Yeah, it's very different.
All right, we have
like a periscope.
Oh, yeah, true.
Not at
really
all.
Aren't two-way mirrors one-way mirror, because one way they're a mirror and one way they're not?
Yeah, but if you turn the light on behind it, you can see through it.
It's like if you have a scene and you do it 4 different ways.
I don't think that's true.
3 ways, but yeah,
it is.
I don't think cops are always sitting behind the mirror in total darkness.
You can. No, you can.
Really weird.
In a two-way mirror, if you put the lights on behind it and you turn, you will see through it.
Okay. All right. Everyone at home,
anyway.
Speaking of Facebook, we just witnessed a Facebook comment section. I don't think that's true.
It was pretty close,
more like
though.
Twitter.
Okay.
No,
damn it, that's not what I said. All right, so
that's not how two-way mirrors work.
Falky. Chad, do you have a suggestion for a location? I don't know. That's my spew. It's a Fauci ouchie. Do you have a suggestion for a location for this scene?
Oh, Russia. We are so canceled, but
Russia.
I'm good with that.
Russia. Okay. Cool.
Makes
cool.
sense.
They use a lot of two-way mirrors there. All right, so this scene will have something to do with Russia. This game has changed in 3, 2, and 1.
All right, so really glad you were able to make it here in time. We have a very important mission, and yeah, they cannot know that we're here.
No worries. Whatever the mission is, you know me. I'll take it down. I'll conquer it. I will do it.
Wait, I just want to hold up. You said whatever the mission. They did not brief you on the mission before you got here?
Well, I got one of those little discs. It said I got a cassette. He kept talking, and I kept, playing Flappy Bird. I never deleted it, so I still have it. I'm one of those few rare lucky people. I could probably sell my iPhone for like $500.
Okay. That's fine. I'm more impressed than anything that you were willing to take this mission on without even knowing what it is. I mean, I hope you said your goodbyes, because I don't think we're coming home.
Well, I never say goodbye, because I no matter the mission, I conquer it. I'll be honest, I am sweating. I am sweating a little bit though.
Oh, well, I mean, it is hot here in Russia. They're notorious for their heat. It was a very odd meeting place in a sauna, but I'm glad that you found it all right. I mean, There's not a lot of saunas that are empty these days.
Yeah, it's true. It's hard to have a secret Schwitz.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're doing right now, is having that. So now that we are here in our meeting place, I think it's time to go over our plan, I think. So if we're going to invade the Kremlin, and if we are going to start a franchise of Subway here, if we are going to figure out where the heck Facebook is getting all this information from, we have to get started as like ASAP. Russia's a big country.
It is a big country, but I think I have the down low on the heebie-jeebies of why that might be.
Okay, good. See,
it's the bots. It's the Russian bots. It's the robot kid. He looks like a robot. He talks like a robot. He started Facebook, and I can't remember his name right now. He's Russian. That's all I'm saying.
He's the guy who started Facebook is Russian?
Yeah, little known fact. He's a Russian spy. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg. That's the one. I mean, just listen to that name. It's totally Russian. Zuckerberg.
That sounds a little bit Zuckerberg. It sounds more German than Russian to me. Maybe Austrian. Zuckerberger.
Well, he had to change it when he went undercover. I mean, he's a Russian spy, like the guy that made The Room.
Markeski Zuckerbergsky.
Change name.
Marky Zuberqua.
Change.
Marco Zerko.
No, Polo.
Marco Polo. I don't think he ever made it up to Russia. I think he stayed on the lower half of Asia. But
sorry, I thought we were playing a game here in the sauna. The steam is so thick I can't even see you.
Thick steam, I can barely see you.
But that's Steve. By the way, I want to go to a real thick sauna now and start playing Marco Polo. Like that's what I want to do.
You touch someone and it's just sweat. It's just nothing but sweat.
I hope that's all it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Marco Zorco.
Marco Solo Polo.
My favorite part of that is when we started talking about the robot kid, as if everyone knew what that was.
Of course you do.
The robot kid.
I was thinking Haley Joel Osment from AI when you said that. Amazing. Okay, well, speaking of amazing, let's move on to a three-ring circus of sorts. What? It's the game of Switch. Ty and Gabe are going to... basically, first of all, before we even get into the mechanics, guys, I'm going to need suggestions. Go ahead and throw them out. If you think they're bad, throw them out. We'll make something out of it. Let me give you a couple of ideas to get started. Relationship between two people. Why not? Tell me about your favorite food. What's your favorite food? Go ahead and drop that in the chat. Or I tell you what is something that you would expect to find in an attic? Go ahead and put that in the chat as well. Or none of those, or just whatever word or idea pops into your head. What is going to happen is, we're going to pair off our actors in the circular triangle. Ty and Gabe will be a pair of actors. Gabe and Chris will be a pair of actors. And Chris and Ty will be a pair of actors. Each pair of actors will have their own scene to act out, and we will assign the scene based on the suggestions that you type into the chat. So, like I said, a lot of suggestions are needed. We'll pick out 3 of the good ones, and if we don't get to your suggestion, that's fine. It will come up at another scene or something. We'll let you know. But yeah, go ahead and throw in those suggestions anywhere you're at. Sorry, Facebook, Twitch, I need some Pepto. Go ahead and drop those in, and we'll assign them to our intrepid actors here. So I'm just looking around.
We're intrepid now?
Like
Very
Star
intrepid.
Trek.
Like Star Trepid?
Intrepid?
Star Trek?
Well, yeah, it's like Intrepid, where the guy kept going like deeper and deeper into the dreams. That was great.
Mm.
Yep. Intreption.
Exactly.
Intrepid.
All right.
That's Marco Zocco, man.
That's Marco Zocco, man. He's got his fingerprints all over that.
With the robot kid. All right. Looks like we have a suggestion for counselor and patient. Counselor and patient, which Ty and Gabe, let's go ahead and assign that to y'all.
Counselor and patient.
How about that? Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay.
Let's see. Looking around here. Yeah, looking around. Again, just anything at all, guys. Anything, go ahead and drop it into the chat. Okay, cool. We have a squeaky wheel. That will be for Gabe and Chris.
Squeaky wheel.
Yes. And let's see. Finally, go ahead and drop it in the chat, guys.
I like squeaky wheel. I
like it too. It's filling up my brain hole with all kinds of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
That's a squeaky bedtime.
All right. Chris and Ty.
Squeaky wheels go not back and forth. It's a curving sound.
What if you rolled it back and
forth?
If you rolled it back and forth, that's
We're
a
all
good
doing
point,
it.
Chris.
We're all doing it.
What? It's a squeaky wheel. It's fun to talk about. Give me a break.
Chris
We're
and
sorry,
Ty. Your suggestion is carpentry.
Oh,
Carpentry. You'd find that in
Carpentry.
Carpentry. Yes, absolutely.
carpentry.
All right, so let's go one more time around this triangle here. And let's see what everybody's seeing suggestions are. Ty and Gabe, your suggestion is?
Counselor and patient.
Gabe and Chris, your suggestion is?
Squeaky wheel.
Almost said squeaky bed.
About to say, if y'all forgot that, I was going to get on to it. Chris and Ty, your suggestion is?
Carpentry.
Right. Okay, so I tell you what, Ty and Gabe, I want to see a counselor and patient to start off with. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. This will be the game of switch. Now remember, I can call out any suggestion I want to, and we immediately switch to that scene. It has no rhyme or reason when, how, or what. It's going to happen at some point. I've got the remote, I'm in control. And now I'm going to start these scenes. Counselor and patient with Ty and Gabe, starting in the game of switch in 3, 2, and 1.
So, basically, I've done pretty well, I think, the last month. I've spent a lot of time with my kid, that's new for me.
Yeah. I'm proud of you. I am. I'm really proud of you. And I'm seeing here on your records, you've been volunteering a lot at the local animal shelter. This is exciting. I mean, you've come so far. I mean, holy cow. When you came to me, I didn't think that you would make it. I'm honest with you. I really had no faith in you at all, but now look at you. You're a functioning member of society.
I wanted an excuse to get away from my kids, so I started volunteering at the animal shelter. I thought that those cute little puppies would be a nice break.
Well, obviously it's helped you. I mean, you are in a great mental state right now.
That is true. I think very highly of myself, and this is the first time it's happened in a long time. And I think in a lot of ways that's because of you, Dr. Ernststein.
Thank you. I appreciate the praise. I do. Before we finish the program, you're right at the finish line. You're right. I do need to ask the critical question. Have you spoken with Martha?
Oh man. So I've thought through how that conversation would go. And every avenue I see it taking, it's not good for me.
Squeaky wheel.
You're gonna need some grease on that there wheel.
Really, is it that bad? I heard it and I felt it. I just didn't know other people could hear and feel it the same way I did.
Let's just say this, Philip. I have stopped setting my alarm clock because I wake up every morning when you bring me my mail.
Well, I need to get a new mail scooter. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be waking you up. I'm an early bird catches the worm type of mail delivery person, and I like to get there nice and early.
No, I appreciate that. I like waking up to my mail and seeing, what fun cards have been sent to me from the various shopping centers.
Yes.
And what good deals I can get at the Macy's or whatnot.
Now, Lawrence, I do have a confession.
Yeah.
Not all of those Macy's catalogs and store stuff comes from them to you. On my off time, I go and collect it for you because I know how much you like it. I'll bring it to you personally.
I tell you what, Philip, that is so nice. I thought something suspicious was going on because I got 4 of the same exact Macy's catalogs of the same day, and I thought that was a little strange.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of earmarked certain pages, and I tried to subliminally maybe into you with my inception. That made.
Wow, holy cow, that's a good looking birdhouse.
I know, it took me a long time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. I mean, that peg for the bird to stand on right outside the little entrance hole to the house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is level as can be. I can see it from here. It is level.
You don't think the peg's too big, do you? Or
no. I mean, of course, you're trying to get bigger birds. I mean, who are we? We don't want finches.
No.
We don't want finches. If we don't get anything, if we get anything smaller than a hawk, I'm disappointed.
That's what I'm going for. I was going for a hawk, and fingers crossed, like an eagle.
Yeah, I mean an eagle. I mean, literally, I would die from patriotism if we got a bald eagle to land on your.
You just said the magic words. Watch when I take the roof off. Look what's inside the roof painted.
Oh my God! It is a American flag bird jacuzzi right there in the birdhouse. I
call that my American flag Bejuzzi.
Bejuzzi. I like that.
Squeaky wheel.
Trademark that.
Well, I did get this piece. I thought it was pretty cute.
Oh my God!
It's a nice little tank top.
It is.
It ties up, so it's kind of like a halter top tank top.
And an apron. It's an apron halter tank top.
And it's a tank top, but then it folds down from the top over the chesticles. It just goes right on down.
Yeah.
Past my thighs, and
like an overall
me for my barbecue.
It does. See,
but it unclips, so I could just jump straight into the swimming pool if I needed to.
No, it's like if Macy's had a multiverse for clothes, like that can just be anything, anytime you want.
Mm-hmm. I just spin my fingers and there I am. I just clip, and I'm good to go.
Counselor patient.
So I talked with Martha.
Good. That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah, she still doesn't agree that it's her fault though.
Well, see, on your chart here, you were told by a jury, a judge, and 5 different various forms of religious figures that it was your fault.
Well, 18 people can be wrong. And hey, let's face it, 4 of those 5 religious figures have to be wrong.
Well,
only one can be right. Am I right?
Well, okay.
I know it's not what Oprah says, but it's what I know to be true.
I mean, we're talking about if we want to have the discussion, that's a very adult discussion. That's what a functioning person would discuss. So I'm proud that you're bringing that out. But we're not talking about if they're correct with the higher ups. We're talking about correct with you, and you were wrong in stealing Martha's identity for 10 years. And being Martha while you kept her locked away in a closet.
Yeah, but some would say I was a better Martha.
Yeah,
carpentry.
A lot of people did that.
I didn't think I was going to be that successful.
Well, I just don't want it to go to your head. I mean, we have a colony to protect now.
I know, and Better Homes and Eagles is coming. To do an article about the Bejuzzi and how we got this. It's impossible. No one would have thought this. It's a herd. It's an eagle herd. It's an eagle colony.
Herd. It's a flock. It's a whatever you want to call
it. A bird flirt.
A flirt of bald eagles.
Yeah.
Of beagles, if you will.
It will. Yeah. Beagle flirt.
A beagle flirt. And look, they think of you as like a god. You brought them technology that they did not have before.
I know.
I mean, look at all the eagle babies that were made in those Bejuzzis.
Yeah, those Bejuzzi Beagle babies.
They were. I mean, they're everywhere. We had to build.
Counselor patience.
Look, I think it is something to be said that you made a believable Martha, that nobody knew that you were not Martha for 15 years. I mean, it's pretty crazy how accurately you portrayed her life. If you just put those energies into the right place, like maybe acting.
No, you're right. I agree. I've tried acting. I tried it here. There's some of the inmates like acting, and we've built a troupe together.
I've seen your plays; they're brilliant. 12th Night, wonderful. You were perfect for 12th Night.
Thank you. So what you're saying is, if Martha ever comes back to visit me in my cell again, during my visitation hours, I should act like I think I was wrong.
I think you need to tell her. We need to get to that for a second. But first, I need to ask a little protocol question. Martha was visiting you in your cell? They gave you visitation in your cell?
She got specific permission to visit me in my cell. She has Stockholm syndrome, so she kind of misses me.
No, I get. I'm starting to question you now because they don't usually give out visitation rights to the cell. David, excuse me, are you portraying someone else, like maybe a security officer here at the prison to get you special clearance? David, tell me the truth.
No.
David, I'm gonna have to mark this on your chart.
Scene.
Those are all fun.
I think that was one of our best switches in a while. There were 3 pretty good scenes.
Those are
really
fun.
I enjoyed that. Oh, I think we single-handedly saved Macy's. So
yes.
you're welcome.
Yeah, Macy's is back.
I think Macy's got notifications. Macy's is opening up 5 more locations now.
It's basically a transform. It's a cloth transformer. Yeah. Like it just turns into whatever you want it to be.
You're welcome.
I probably should see what it is. All right, yeah, I should see what's next because I'm the one introducing it. All right, so we're going to need from the audience something simple for you. Now, what I need is just 2 suggestions. It can literally be anything. It can be a word. It can be a phrase. It can be an entire sentence if you want. But we just need something. I mean, if you need some help with things, maybe your favorite book. What's the title of your favorite book? Maybe a favorite color. Maybe a least favorite subject.
What's the title of your favorite color?
What is the title of your favorite color that also happens to be in the name of a book?
The color purple.
Red Scarlet Letter.
The Red Scarlet Letter. I think.
No. The red part was misspeaking, and then there was an ellipsis between the 2.
You guys don't understand the depths of red that this Red Scarlet Letter had.
50 Shades of Grey. I did it. I did that one without stuttering.
I think 50 Shades of Grey was the prequel to the Scarlet Letter. This is the best show we've ever had. God, do we have any suggestions?
Please save me from my misspeaking.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, man, that gave me a weird chill.
Yeah, we're actually going to go.
Really got him.
We're actually going to go one from Twitch and one from Facebook. So we have butter.
Gotta love butter. Love it, butter.
And we have high diver.
High diver. Okay, cool. So butter and high diver. So now, like I said, these are 2 suggestions. Whatever. I don't really know what they're going to mean because they're going to show us what they mean. This is a very simple game in the sense that they're just going to do a scene and somehow incorporate both butter and high diver at some point in the scene. So that's pretty much all it is. So we're going to enjoy this little moment with Chris and Gabe doing the scene 2 suggestions with butter and high diver in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, boss.
Cletus.
Yeah.
You're late.
Yeah. There's a good reason for that. I swear, we're out of foam for the pit.
What? This is Friday night fun foam pit night.
I know
here at the office.
Well, we were worried that
now it's just a pit. We don't have foam. It's just a pit.
Yeah, people are going to be hitting that concrete floor pretty hard if they go jumping in there.
Well, they're going to hit the concrete pretty hard anyway. Foam's isn't going to stop you. It's just at least it'll stop us from seeing what happens to them. Now look, Cletus, I think I called you. Now you're going to have to go and get some sort of foam substitute. You know how butter's got margarine as like a substitute. You have to find a foam substitute.
Okay, so we want like heavy whipped cream,
or
bread. Those are the only 2 that I can think of. There's probably others.
Whipped bread could work. Have you ever you ever made bread, Cletus?
I thought whipped bread was just beer.
It is.
I've never made bread before. No, well, I'm not a cultured man like yourself.
You're not a breader?
No,
you're more of a breeder, I can tell. Now look, what we're going to do is we're going to take the bread, we're going to whip it, make some beer. Now the beer, we can fill the pit. That's just like a pool.
Yeah, it is like a pool, and that would stop.
And it's got foam.
Well, you remember what happened last year with the foam pit?
I did. That was bad.
That was really bad. Steven, well, I mean, rest in peace, but yeah, he's not. Let's just see, he wasn't at the Christmas party this year. But
well, he was in spirit.
Well, we have a big office, and it's a lot of floors. He jumped off that top one, and it was a long fall down there.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you're head first. Poor Steven.
Yeah, that was weird.
I feel like I brought down this conversation, boss.
You really did.
I'm so sorry.
I was getting excited about Foam Fun Friday night day, and now I'm thinking about Steven swan diving down the stairwell.
Yeah,
that was awful. Cletus, I gotta say, this might be one of my least favorite conversations I've had with you in a while.
Yeah, I've been in a weird funk lately, boss. I don't know.
You want me to whip you up a batch of whipped beer and we can whip bread? And we can talk about it.
If you give me some whipped bread, that'd be fantastic. Because I think I've been so spaced out and scattered all over the place. That's why I forgot the foam.
Yeah.
I forgot all the whipping cream and the silly spray string.
Yeah, the silly spray string. Well, it comes in two varieties, string and spray. Yeah. It's all silly though.
Oh, it's so silly. It's like Steven was back when he was alive.
Oh, silly Steven.
He brought a lot of cheer to the office.
When he fell, he had a string and a spray come out of him. I just want to say that when he landed.
And see.
Trying to bungee jump with silly string.
Oh my gosh.
That was
silly
Steven. Started here. Went way down here. And
just like Steven.
Like Steven.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh man.
Oh no! All right, do you want me to introduce this, or is the person who's the HR?
Oh no, I'll introduce it. No worries.
Okay, I'll let you.
So we're gonna send Chris out of the room, and by that we mean we're just gonna have him take out his headphones so he can't hear anything.
Hi, Chris.
We say.
Hi, Chris.
Now the reason why we're kicking Chris out of the room, we're gonna play a fun game. This is a game called Human Resources. So what we need from the audience, we need a couple of suggestions here. We need a reason why someone is called to Human Resources. Now, before you get crazy. We don't want this to be a real human resources reason, right? We want this to be something silly, ridiculous, something that you wouldn't actually get called a human resources. Just some reason.
This is not time theft.
Yeah. Nothing like that. Like we want it to be a ridiculous reason for going to human resources. That's one. Two, we need to know what kind of job he does. What is his occupation? Now, of course, ideally they're not connected because we don't want to make it too easy for Chris. So any kind of occupation that they do. And then the third one is some sort of famous person or fictional character. The famous person can be alive or dead. That has been doing this activity with Chris. So we need some sort of activity that gets him called to human resources. That's a ridiculous activity or a silly activity. Where he works and who he has been doing this activity with. So as you go put that into the chat so for Chad to find and give to us, I'm going to explain what's going to happen. Chris, of course, has no idea what's happening right now. He cannot hear us. He cannot read lips. I know that for a fact. So he doesn't know. Now, whenever we're going to get what he is and where he is and what he's been doing and who he's been doing it with, he's going to have to figure that out through a human resources meeting that I'm going to be handling for him. So, Chad, you're shaking your head. Do we have any of those suggestions yet?
Yeah, we have a few. Okay, so we have a trash collector. Thanks, Facebook.
Trash collector. Cool. Okay. That sounds good. Sounds good. Awesome. Wonderful.
Who broke the toilet handle.
Ooh, all right, yeah, broke the toilet handle. I like it. Okay, so he has been breaking the toilet handle as a trash collector.
All right, and he did it with Elvis.
With Elvis, nice. Okay, yeah, I see the connection there. All right, so yeah, because Elvis was probably the most famous trash collector that I've ever known.
Absolutely.
So yeah. All right, so one more time, not just for your benefit, but for my benefit, so I don't forget these, because it's been known to happen. So Chris is a trash collector who has been breaking toilet handles with Elvis. All right, so this is our universal signal for him to put his headphones back in, and we will start the meeting. Thank you so much for coming today. I'm glad that you were able to clear your schedule this morning.
Yeah, it's glad I was able to too. I had a lot on it. A lot of it had to do with taking off early today, so that was I had to take that off the list to come in.
Well, that's probably a good idea because you are in some hot water this time.
No, I figured that's my bad. I apologize for that. I did not realize that you cannot use like dish rags in the septic system at work. I apologize for that. I thought they were biodegradable dish rags, and I hope I won't get in trouble.
Well, I mean, that is that is kind of phase 2 of what we're going to be talking about today.
There's 2 phases. Okay.
Well, yeah, because that's going to be a little bit later. Phase 1 is a little bit closer to the surface, if you know what I mean.
I do.
So, well, good. So you know why you're here today.
I'm kind of on the surface kind of guy. I'm not very deep.
Right. Yes, I understand that. Look, I just want you to know, like, we take the job very seriously here.
We do.
Right. We do. We do a great service for the people, right?
We need to serve a lot of them.
Yeah, we serve practically every person
almost
in
all
this
of
city.
Yeah.
Practically everyone. The only one that we don't serve is that crazy old Jeb that's down in the corner who just refuses to use our service.
He doesn't like it.
No, he just keeps it all in his backyard. Yep. So you do a great service, and I just want to say thank you to start off with. But I do want you to know this is not a job for everyone.
Not. No. That's probably why I got hired.
Yeah, that is exactly why I got hired, and why we're not going to fire you because we need you. But there are some behaviors that we need to remedy, particularly behaviors within areas that a lot of people use. Right, so we all use this area. Right, we need to take care of it. We need to keep it clean. We need to keep it functional.
Yep.
Which is the key here.
The pee. That's why I try to pee in the bathroom.
Right, which is no, it's not. You missing is not the problem.
Okay.
You're missing it, but
I'll try to keep it clean.
You are in the right room.
I am the toilet. The toilet.
Yes, room. Exactly.
The water closet.
Right. Whatever you want to call it. All right.
Well, so now I use the beauty of a water closet is technically any closet will do.
We need to talk about that at a later time.
Okay.
But for this particular moment, we just need to, people, whenever you go use the restroom, people
pee.
Well, they will after you, but then they cannot dispose of that pee because you have rendered.
Oh, because I put the dish rags in there.
Well, see, that's something that we didn't realize. And that might be why. That
was a coincidence.
Yes, yeah. I know. And so... Which again, maybe that's the reason. Maybe
was it because was it because I was clogging the toilets?
Not necessarily. I think
then it wasn't me.
In your haste to get the dish rags down the toilet, you may have used a little bit too much force.
Yes, I broke them. The plunger. I broke the flusher.
Yes, that's exactly what you did. Yes, you broke the flusher a little bit too much trying to get those dish rags down.
I didn't know they weren't biodegradable, and it wasn't my idea. This my coworker,
right, which
told me to use the dish.
Right. I mean, and you know what? We know who it is, but we do need, for the record, we need you to say who your coworker.
Say that person.
Yeah. So, and look, I know
I'm like the rat. I'm not a rat.
No, I know you're not. And and he's called the king, right?
Yes.
He's called the king, and
he's
so
royal. He's got royal blood.
Well, I don't know if he's got true royal blood, but
he's got blood.
He does have blood. Well, he is in a way, but yeah. So, and oddly enough, I mean, he probably would be one person to tell you more about the bathroom than a lot of people. He
knows it well. That's why he told me about the dish rag.
Right. So, look, I just need you to, I guess you guys have. I know you guys have been keeping some of the stuff that you collect.
We do,
which is fine.
He likes it. He likes the sequins.
Right, and I know he likes the blue suede as well. All right,
the blue suede sequins.
Yeah, exactly. The blue suede sequins. He really enjoys.
We bedazzle rhinestones with blue suede, so we call them the blue suede sequins. I said that real messed up. It's okay. I think the fumes from the toilets are getting to me.
Well, maybe we should not meet in the bathroom. So,
okay.
We know that's
my bad.
Broken. Yes,
my bad. Now, I'm sorry that I was so bedazzled by my coworker Elvis Presley.
Yes.
But he told me that because I use the bathrooms a lot here because collecting garbage.
Yes.
Is a hard job, and I have to tinkle and poo poo a lot. And so I decided to use something fresh and different because of Elvis Presley. I used the dish rags, and I couldn't flush them, so I broke all the handles on the toilets here, and I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and that's, you know what? We need you. So why don't you take the rest of the day off and then come back fresh Monday?
I will. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sounds good. See you next week.
I'm surprised you got the garbage collector. That was a good guess.
Yeah, that was
a couple that it could have been.
Yeah,
that was a good guess.
Well, I don't want to give away the trade secrets.
But
something you said early on that really helped me out. So that was fun.
I have a blinking system with Chris.
So wait, it was breaking the
toilet handle, yeah.
That's weird because the dish rags. I was thinking about clogging up the pipes. And
this is gonna be easy.
Never take plumbing advice from a comedy show.
Oh,
nice.
I really wanted to ask what you were using the dish rags for, but I didn't. I didn't want to.
You can imagine.
I didn't want to know.
It was. I make origami with them.
Origami with dish rags.
And the problem is like they fall apart.
Yeah.
Like I fold them up real good. Like I saw it in a restaurant.
That's why you think they're biodegradable.
Yeah.
I did.
You're like, they're just going to keep falling apart. So after they flush. How fast do you think things biodegrade, by the way?
It depends on how degradable they are.
That is a good point.
And they have to be bio.
When I was a child and I made my first origamis, I left it outside in the rain, washed it away, and it melted. So I figured all origami melts because I went to a restaurant.
Doesn't matter.
And on my plate, there was a that looked like a swan too.
Yeah.
So that's where I got the idea. It wasn't Elvis, I lied.
This sounds like a supervillain origin story. I'm just going to put that out there.
As that supervillain is Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Dr. Doofus?
Doofenshmirtz.
Oh, Doofenshmirtz.
You're about a generation off on it, Chris.
Never mind.
I didn't understand this Doofenshmirtz. All right, so we're going to move on to the next game. And for this, we're going to need suggestions of a lot of products. Just feel free to type in any products that you want. The more specific, the better, but we'll take any products.
Name brands.
That you may have. Name brand products. It can be anything. It can be Coca-Cola Classic. It can be Pepsi Free or Pepsi that costs money. Either one. It doesn't matter what you type in. We will use it for this next game. It could be foods. It could be drinks. It could be furnitures, clothings. It can be anything. It doesn't have to even be in your house. No, furniture's not edible, though.
No, it's just your first two were edible.
Yes. Well, drinkable.
Well, food and drink.
Well, you can't drink food,
I guess
though.
all food is drinkable if you blend it enough.
That's true, but then it doesn't become food. It's a drink.
How biodegradable is the food? That's the question.
That's true. That's good. Bones are pretty biodegradable. It takes longer.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right. Anyway, during this game, what's going to happen is they are going to Ted, can you just pull a suggestion from previous or make one up on the fly? Completely up to you. They're going to have a suggestion for the scene, Gabe and Ty will. But throughout the scene, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like in a movie when you see just a gratuitous product placement, and they're going to try and make it fit inside the scene, but this product is going to just be there for no reason. And that's going to be because I'm going to call them out periodically. Throughout the scene, I might say, hey, Product X, and they're going to have to find a way to why Product X is important in the context of that scene at that time. Ooh, excuse me. I think I drank too much Product X. So Chad, if and when we begin to get products in, I will type them out in my Zoom chats so I can remember them. I think I drank way too much Monster Energy Zero coupled with some chai vanilla tea because I feel loopy.
What a coincidence, because our first one is Monster Energy Zero. That wasn't in the chat, but you suggested it, so it's in now.
Monster Energy Zero.
Why not? Life imitates art. All right, so let's go on to the chat, and you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. We need as many products as you can think of. Name brands, please. All right, so first of all, we have Fruit of the Loom, and I can assume that's underwear.
Yes.
Absolutely. Heading over to Facebook, it looks like we have Perel shampoo. Prel, P-R-E.
Prel or Purell? Prel. That's like the 2-in-1, right?
I think so, yes.
The what?
It's green.
It's green.
I remember that as a kid. My dad was like, only put a dime of it in your hand, damn it. And I was like, oh.
Wait, your dad's punching you while you're...
No, he watches every show.
While you're
you mean while I was... Dude, I was like 5. was a little kid, man. You gotta make sure they don't drown.
Chris
You
on his
was at
graduation
five?
party.
5-year-old. Got to make sure my 5-year-old doesn't drown in the shower.
Dude, 2 inches of water. Hello.
Okay, you need to fix your drain in your shower.
Well, the dish rag story was a true story.
The dish rag was based on a true story.
Oh my god.
Based on true events.
Origami in the shower. That's just great. Excuse me. Okay, so we have the Apple iPhone.
Oh, as opposed to
Good.
another
As
brand
opposed to
iPhone.
the off-brand, yeah. Apple iPhone.
They
iPhone.
exist.
Affen.
We have Yoplait yogurt.
Ooh.
Yo plat.
Yep.
Yogurt. Oh, that's about yogurt. That's right.
Yogurt.
Yogurt. Yogurt. I gurt. We all gurt for yogurt.
Yogurt.
Oh, Lord.
We have Ziploc brand bags.
Oh.
Ziploc. Bags. Okay, Ziploc bags.
We have Dr. Scholl's foot powder.
Oh, he's not a real doctor.
Dr. Scholl's foot powder. Threw me for a loop. I thought we were going to do inserts, and we went with the foot powder. I like it.
I know.
Oh,
right?
I put Dr. Schools.
Dr. School.
Schools. Let's see.
I think
here.
there was an autocorrect in there somewhere because that's weird.
Dawn dish detergent.
Dawn.
Dawn.
Dawn. We have Purina Pet Chow. We have Chevrolet, just Chevrolet. I'm going to say Impala. Why not? Because supernatural.
Okay, and I think that's good. I think we're good. Unless you get a real juicy one you want to throw at us.
Well, I do have a juicy one.
What's a juicy one?
McCormick Spices. It's
That's
just
not juicy. That's dry as hell. McCormick. Dry rub. Is that what he said? McCormick
spices.
Dry spices. Very different.
Dry
You don't rub. What did I put?
Gotta get dry in there.
Dry spices? Why did you put dry spices?
I was gonna say dry because
Isn't that what he said? McCormick
No,
dry spices?
you said dry. You said dry.
I said
having some
juicy
problems
spices.
tonight.
I said
having
juicy spices. Then you had to know
tonight.
and me.
I think I went a little too hard into the human resources character, and it's carrying over. It's carrying over.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, love it.
What is the suggestion that they had for the scene?
Sorry, the suggestion is fur coat.
Fur coat. Okay, so the scene has something to do with a fur coat. I will call out whenever I want any of these products, and you'll have to place them. This is product placement with Gabe and Ty in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is a fabulous fur coat. It looks so good on you.
Oh, why, thank you so very much. I think it's delightful.
Yes, I'm gonna be honest, I'm jealous of you right now. I just wish I could pull it off. I just can't. I have to stick with leather.
Well, it's 100% entirely mink.
100% mink? Is the jacket 100% mink, or is it 100% of the mink is in the jacket?
Both.
Oh my goodness, that is
Fruit of the loom.
I just cannot believe that you could do that. That's just amazing.
Yes, but it's an entire mink outfit. It's not just the jacket. It's also my T-shirt, which is Fruit of the Loom.
Oh, well, of
they
course.
make this in mink, as well as my private undies.
Well, yes. I mean, yeah, Fruit of the Loom. If anyone was going to be able to make an undershirt that can hang around a full mink outfit, it's Fruit of the Loom. They make the most comfortable 100% cotton shirts and underwear.
And 100% mink, don't you forget.
Right. Well, of course, cotton and mink. You can have either choice. I prefer the cotton because, like I said, I can't pull off the mink even as an undershirt. I can't.
Not many can. It's in my uncanny abilities to be extra and out there.
Ziploc bags.
That is true. Look, I brought some snacks. If you want any snacks, and guess what? They are 5 days old and still very fresh because I kept them in a Ziploc bag. There you go.
Oh, I can smell the mayonnaise from here.
Yes, it's just mayonnaise nuggets.
Yoplait yogurt.
What I did, I took
tastes
mayonnaise.
like yogurt.
Yes, well, see, I took mayonnaise, I froze them into cubes, and I covered them with yogurt. And so they are yogurt-covered mayonnaise cubes. And they are fresh because of Ziploc.
They're very creamy, but just the slightest bit crunchy.
Right, exactly. That's the core. The core is a little peanut right in the middle of the mayonnaise. It's a special treat. Yes, they're delicious. I'm gonna have one myself.
McCormick dry spices.
It could use a bit of a dry rub, but a juicy dry rub, you know?
Oh, the juicy dry rubs.
Yes.
You know, the only company that I can think of with the juiciest dry rubs is McCormick. McCormick.
I love McCormick.
You need to juice some spices. Get McCormick. That's what they say.
You need to juice those spices all over the mayonnaise.
Little peppercorns. Just get them juices out, them peppercorns, just like that. You don't need to grind them. Just juice them.
You rub them together and they just drip, drip, drip.
Drip that little
Purina
pepper
Pet Chow. Purina Pet Chow.
You know, I think that your delicious snacks would go. I think I want to try giving one to Fifi.
Go for it. Oh yes, Fifi
does not like it.
That was unexpected.
Nope. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, if I have more Ziploc bags, and so this one is full of Purina Pet Chow, which. I mean, I don't know if you care about your dog or not, but if you care about your dog, obviously you feed your Fifi Purina Pet Chow.
Oh, this all Fifi eats. I'm sure Fifi would love it.
Oh, here you go. I'll let you feed Fifi. Fifi.
Fifi does love it. It's kept so nice and crispy with your Ziploc.
Controlled foot powder.
Look, I do need to ask you a question about your earlier statement about everything you're wearing is 100% mink.
Yes.
I really hope you don't mean your socks are also 100% mink.
Oh, they are mink.
Oh, see that? Okay, I was worried about that because I read an article the other day that says that 100% mink on your feet with sweat, it creates some very dicey situations in between your toes.
But it's not only true, but a ridiculously specific article for you to have read just the other day.
Well, it popped up on my Facebook, and so I clicked it, and it
must have known that I bought mink suit because I bought it through Facebook Marketplace.
Right, and I'm friends with you, and it heard us talking about it, and so it started popping up on my phone. But anyway, I have a Ziploc bag full of Dr. Phil's foot powder. Just sprinkle some on your foot.
Oh, please, just put it down in the sock.
There we go. And let me document this real quick.
Yes, take a picture for Facebook.
And Snapchat.
Send me one of those later.
All right, there's another Ziploc for you.
Ad seed. Put it on your Insta. Got to get on your Insta.
We didn't do Insta.
Man.
So
I like we did 2 extra product placements in that one sentence. That was great.
We did?
Yeah.
Facebook's space.
Oh,
what?
Space chat, yes.
Snapchat.
Face chat and whatever. All right, so
we're gonna take a pause. Chris needs to reboot.
No, dude. It's 8:30, and I'm glad because that means
Control-Alt-Delete twice and hit restart on Chris, please.
Oh, we can do that. You want to do scene 3 ways? We can still do it.
It's up to y'all. I was prepared to intro,
I'll do it,
but it's
sure. No, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll do it if we call it what it is.
Let me get back into.
All right, next up, we're gonna play a game called Scene 4 Ways. Scene 4 Ways, as I'm calling it this time, just because Ty loves it and Chris hates it.
I don't hate it. I just think it's wrong.
So we're gonna do a scene, and then we're gonna do that same scene 3 different ways, making it a total of 4 ways that scene will be done. So for this game, what we're gonna need is some genres, something like anime, but not anime. It could be any type of genre of film, of theater, or of books. Not music, because that'd be weird.
Yeah, no, you don't want to.
And it could be a musical genre, but no, not opera. Maybe for tonight, I'm gonna say no to opera because I don't think either of these two are belters. They don't look like belters to me. And Chad, do we have a suggestion from past that you think would work, or should I go for a new one?
Yeah, we do have a suggestion from the past. Thank you very much. The suggestion is puffs. Puffs.
That's lovely. Puffs. It could be like the Cheeto kind. It could be like the stage show kind.
Magic Dragon kind.
The person kind. The cloud kind. all kinds.
The Marshmallow Man kind, Stay Puft.
Oh yeah, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Or as I call him, the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Michelin Man.
Michelin Man. It drives my girlfriend insane.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Driving around looking at Halloween decorations. So everyone has.
If someone's going to drive you, the Michelin Man would probably be more likely to drive you than the Pillsbury Doughboy, because Michelin Man's made of tires.
Michelin Man. You throwing tires at people.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you drive the Michelin Man?
I don't know.
Does it matter?
Where does he want to go?
Michelin Man was the first Avenger.
He was.
I would pay to see that Avengers movie. All right, Chad, do we have
Michelin
any
Man,
genres?
the Green Giant. We should make that.
I'd love it.
Yeah, the Jolly Green Giant, the Michelin Man, the Keebler Elves.
You gotta have Hulk as well.
That's the Jolly Green Giant.
Just so the Jolly Green Giant has someone to fight.
Oh, man.
Tricks the rabbit.
Mr. Clean.
Oh, Mr. Clean's gonna be
Mr. Clean is Nick Fury.
We've got a sketch. We've just written a sketch, dude. We just wrote a sketch. All right.
Tune in next week where we play all this on
Yes,
screen.
great.
All right. So it looks like we have sci-fi.
Sci-fi. I love sci-fi.
Okay. We have an indie film.
Oh,
I did not spell that right.
That's
I think
right.
you did. That's right.
Is
Oh, I
it
did.
indie or an
That's
outie? I don't know. And we
Nice.
have okay.
Ridiculous.
So I'm going to leave this open to y'all's interpretation
Uh-oh.
because it's literally the only other suggestion we have.
Okay.
But they said Hamilton. Now I don't
Nice.
know.
I think that's a rap musical.
Yeah.
Made its own genre.
Sure.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
No,
gonna be fun.
it's a musical. I think we can all agree
Or
it's a
Broadway.
musical. So I'll broaden it up to Broadway/musical.
All right. I mean, all of these are going to be a cappella, so it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, there's no company.
Indie
So
is
feel
going to
free
be
to
an
rap.
indie band.
Feel free
yeah.
to rap on the last one if you want
This is
to.
gonna be awful.
So the
Oh, it's
suggestion-
8:33, guys. Looks like the
Oh,
show's
all right,
over.
all right. Hey, that's our show, folks.
Hey, y'all the ones that chose to do this game. This was not my fault. So the suggestion for our first scene here with Chris and Ty is Puffs. I want to see a scene that has something or nothing to do with Puffs in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh man, this room is weird.
Freaking me out, man.
I mean, the walls. I mean, they're just like each wall is a different color, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Yeah.
each wall has a different personality with the pictures on it.
You know what's really weirding me out, bro, is
What?
that it looks like someone made the wallpaper out of pillows.
Oh, it does look like that. I mean, it's kind of crazy how, like, I feel like we could sleep on the wall.
Yeah, but would you be sleeping or standing? I'm so confused. My
Well,
mind
maybe
is
you're
blown.
sleeping- maybe you're sleeping and standing at the same time. That's how they do it in space.
That's what happens when you sleepwalk. You sleep on
Whoa.
a pillow wall.
You sleep, walk, stand. That's pretty cool.
That's too many actions for me, bro. I don't
Yeah.
think I should have had all of those edibles
Well, you know,
or
I think
drinkables for that matter.
I know. Hey, it brought us to the Lunchables, and that's really where we want to end that story. But I do need to tell you something, bro. Now that we're at a good state of being,
In Wyoming.
yeah, I'm gonna ask your sister to marry me.
Whoa, no.
I know.
Wait, I have a sister?
What? Yeah, what? That chick you're always hanging around with, isn't that your sister?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
forgot
was worried.
about her. I smoked
thought-
too many edibles.
Well, maybe you should eat the edibles instead of smoke them, bro.
And scene. It's just there's a never-ending train of thought. I didn't know where to cut that off.
That's what happens, man. That's what happens.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how we're gonna redo those. So
I don't
that's okay.
know.
Yeah, word for
But you're
word.
gonna
that's
start
okay.
off as an indie film.
Okay.
That
As
was
if
an
it
indie
wasn't-
film.
That was-
As
I
if it
think that
wasn't
was-
already an indie film.
I thought that's what we were starting with.
Oh god. Okay, I want to see this as an indie film in 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, bro.
Sorry, I was contemplating the shape of your exhalant.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Have you ever thought about life, you know? I mean, it's kind of crazy.
I have. I gave it a lot of thought. Hold on a second. I want to put on a Shins album.
Yeah, please. Oh, thanks. Look, I just want you to know I'm here for you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you sleepwalk, I will be there with a pillow the whole time because I care about you, man.
Care about you too.
Yeah, I know we've been through a lot, you know? I mean,
yeah, you dated my sister that I forgot I had.
Yeah, and then I mean, I don't blame you. You know, you grew up in a broken household.
I did. It was literally broken in half from an earthquake.
I know, and it was tragic when you lost your parents in that earthquake.
Yeah, they fell down the crevasse.
They did, the whole crevasse, the whole thing. They fell down.
Both of them.
Both. I mean, together.
We've had to raise ourselves.
It was beautiful. I mean, they were holding hands the entire time. I mean, it was.
Coldplay played on their way down.
Coldplay played.
And on the radio. Okay, so y'all are playing scene 4 ways. I'm playing my own game of when the hell do I end these scenes? This never ending talking. I don't know what to do.
Dude, it's an indie film. There's no action. It's all talking.
It's all talking. It's so true.
You said the same thing.
Oh God, I want to see this somehow as a sci-fi.
That was fun. I like that one. Was my favorite.
That was a good indie film. I would watch it. I want to see this as a sci-fi in 3, 2, and 1.
Oh, nice.
I just got a telepathic waveforms from you.
Look, I just need you. I need you to know something. Did you know that? Well, now that we're in space, we sleep standing up.
I did. I think it's all that dilithium crystal meth I've been smoking.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be careful with that stuff. You know that there's a syndicate that runs that, and you got to be careful.
I know. Got to be careful of all that stuff.
Oh man, I think they're on their way right here, right now.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to put my thruster beams on super thrust.
Oh well, if we're just gonna outrun them, I'll put my gun away. That makes
use the gun. Use the gun.
Okay.
Because I don't have enough edible juice to put into our thruster beams. I smoked all the dilithiums. We're gonna have to use the torrents from your gun.
Right.
Yeah. We gotta rip torrent that stuff.
It's true. It's true. And it's signed by Rip Torn, which is cool.
But he is one of America's greatest heroes.
Scene. I'm gonna cut you off there at Rip Torrent. What is happening? Y'all are amazing. I love watching the two of you work.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Well, you say yes. Good thing you said that now before the last scene, because who knows how this is gonna go.
Yeah. That's why I went ahead and said it. I want to see this as a Hamilton. In 3, 2, 1.
Well, I came up with this crazy idea,
Hey, bro.
What do you think about a declaration?
A declaration of sleep?
Yes, a declaration of independence from being awake.
God, that's what I want to do. You know what? I want to take these walls. The pillow's so soft. I want to lay on them standing up like I was in a bed loft. I want to smoke down this meth and this edibles I ate. And I want you to be my friend and marry my sister. She's great.
Scene! I'm gonna cut it there. I don't think either of you have watched Hamilton.
Oh, of course we did, but there's no freaking music. You know what, Gabe? You mock as if it's easy.
No, I know it's not easy to do a musical with no music.
Well, no. Well, it's just even to rap with someone that is literally 55 miles away from you right now.
True.
I was like, I had a whole thing ready for his sister, and you cut me out of that. So.
You know what? Wait, hold on.
That's my bad.
Restart
the whole scene?
No. And but sister, who's great.
Oh. I'm thinking about this declaration of independence from being awake, and I just want you to know I don't want to take a break from your sister. So from a mister to a mister, I want to take your sister and I want to go and get her married.
Scene. There we go. You happy, Ty?
I am happy.
That was delightful.
delightful.
I had to censor myself at the end. I didn't want to say what the first word that came to my mind.
Same.
Oh, well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a good time, even though I'm pretty sure my brain hole fell asleep halfway through. A little bit. But I had fun, had a great time. I want to thank Gabe for playing here tonight. I'm dying. I'm getting choked up. I get sad at the end of shows. It makes me tear up a little bit because it's not like we're gonna have another one next week or anything, which we probably will. But I forgot how to end the show. Oh yes, if you guys have any last minute title ideas, please feel free to type those into the chat right now. Chad will go over those and we'll select a title for tonight's show. I'm also going to turn it over to Chad for any announcements or things that he needs to get off of his chest.
I'm so mad right now.
Why are you mad?
You know what I just thought of?
What?
Man, why the heck? And this happens to me every time. Every time we stop a scene, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a brilliant idea. Why the heck did we not sing "I'm not throwing away my pot"?
Oh, yeah. Because we were thinking of 100 other different things we had to do.
Yeah, no, but gosh, how great would that have been?
I'm throwing away my
also, but you know me personally, I don't like parodies of
true.
the same thing.
Yeah, you're not. You don't like that, but that's true.
I
like parodies, just not during a show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
He's
like
a
my
big fan
country.
of
I'm
Weird
young,
Al.
bloodshot, and munchy, and I'm not throwing away my pot. All right.
See, it writes itself.
Yeah, it does. After the fact.
I'll tell you what. No, you guys.
That was a fun show. I had a good time. I laughed a lot
Same here.
tonight. That's
Yeah,
good.
it was fun.
All right, so let's see what we have as far as.
My head is itchy. I'm getting lice.
Oh man.
That's how lice work. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
All right.
No, it's not lice, but my head is itchy. I think it's just dry scalp.
Dry scalp. Beanies be like that.
They do. And now my hair's
It's
like a lion's mane.
Beautiful.
No.
All right, so we have the Robot Kid,
The Robot Kid.
Nice.
Everyone will know who that is.
Marky Zuberquois,
That's the French guy. That's the French
The
one.
French version of
The French version. Marquez Zuberquois.
Marco Zerko,
That's the one. That's the one.
Bejuzzi.
Jeez.
Bejuzzi.
That's not what Oprah says, but it's what I know to be true. Beagle Flurd. Bejuzzi Beagle Babies.
Bejuzzi Beagle Babies. That's
Pretty good.
Friday night fun foam pit night.
These are just all stupid things that people say while they're trying to think of real things. It's
Yep.
basically all these things are.
I thought what bread was just beer.
Long title, but a funny line.
Yeah, that was a good line.
Juicy spices and the shape of your exhalant.
Hmm.
Did I say that?
Yes,
Yeah.
you
You
did.
did. I remember that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I was during the indie film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Shape of
indie
your
film. Yeah.
exhalant. Weird.
Which,
I don't remember
which
that.
sounds like it could be nominated for an Oscar, honestly.
It could be. It's got a soundtrack at least. Shane's a
Shape of
Coldplay. That's
your
all you need.
exhaling?
That's actually the name of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Scenes of an exhalant.
It's like Shape of Water, but exhaling.
Names of exhalant.
Yeah.
And it's multiple scenes of different people's lives and the different things they exhale.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like MLK, he exhaled the "I Have a Dream" speech. You really think about it, all speech is exhaling.
It is, but
Yeah.
in a
That is
controlled
true.
manner.
Actually, that is something I never really thought of. That is honestly a true statement.
I don't know. I can bet you I could give the I Dream of Genie. What?
What?
I bet you I could give the I Dream. I have a dream.
I was about to say you were
Speech.
now mixing Les Mis.
I could mouth.
I dream
Whatever. I'm done. I could probably inhale the speech. Is what I'm saying. Okay,
Oh,
we're done.
No.
So if you
Chris.
if any of those, someone needs to reboot me. If any of those titles you like particularly well, feel free to type it in again. We'll consider that an upvote for that particular title. Do we have any particular favorites amongst the
Oh,
cast?
I'm sorry. We also had the Smokin' Edible Show. That was a last minute one. The
The
Smokin'
Smoking Edible Show.
Yeah.
That is what that last one turned into.
Mhm.
I like how we never puffed anything.
Yeah,
No, we alluded.
You would have puffed, but you passed.
Damn.
I was sheltered.
What about you guys?
I enjoyed the whipped bread is just beer.
That was good.
Yeah.
It is long, but I did enjoy that line.
We could do it as whipped bread is just beer, I guess.
Or is it whipped bread equals beer?
I will say the chat
equal sign.
The chat earlier in the show said that Bejuzzi Beagle Babies was actually like the best one.
Bejuzzi Beagle Babies.
Yeah.
I like that.
Beagle
I like
babies.
that one.
Bejuzzi.
If that's the chat's will, I'm down.
Bejuzzi Beagle Babies. Bejuzzi is
the Bejuzzi Beagle Baby of Company B.
Bejuzzi Beagle Baby of the Company B.
Yeah. All right.
It was a World War II favorite amongst Eagles. The Eagle Scouts.
And the Eagles football team.
And the Philadelphia Eagles.
Pittsburgh
the Pittsburgh
Eagles.
was the Steelers.
The famous Pittsburgh.
Actually, but there was a year, I think it was near World War II or somewhere after, when the Steelers and the Eagles were one team because they didn't have enough players to make both teams. So they became the Steagles. The Pennsylvania Steagles for 1 year. There's the trivia for it.
This sounds fake.
No, it's real. Look it up. You can Google it.
I don't know.
Dude, I bet you $1,000.
Pretty sure it was the
I'm not
Pennsylvania Eaglers.
Ealers.
It was the
It was
Eaglers.
the Steagles. Anywho, so are we doing the Beagle babies?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The Bejuzzis?
Bejuzzi Beagle Babies.
Yeah,
Juicy
Jan
Beagle
just,
Babies.
just reiterated that they were actually going to type it in the chat, but got beat to it. So we'll give credit to Jana Fidgets and Eagle Panini, joint credit.
Jana Fidge. All right.
And thanks for the big cheers, by the way, Jana Fidgets. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for the cheers of the bits, the bugle bits. All right. Thank you very much. Do we have a raid or anything planned there, Chad?
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not have one lined up.
No worries.
But stay tuned.
That's okay. Yeah, well, I'll stay tuned. I will wait. I'll wait for you.
No, I mean, stay tuned on the next show when we do it.
Oh, I'll wait till the next week.
Thanks, man. We'll just sit
All
here
right.
and stare at each other.
We will. All right. Well, thank you guys very much. Thanks again to Ty, Gabe, and Chad for making this stream work. And thanks for Jana Fidgets and everyone else in the chats, Facebook chats, YouTube chats, just chats that I hear on the subway. There's no subway in Birmingham. I'm lying. But it could have been. Thank you guys very, very much. With that, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.